What is up, y'all? It's the Eric V, your stream teacher, and being a good streamer goes hand in hand with being a good chatter because people can see you in the community and they could decide to see if you stream or just check out your page and find out that you stream based on the good, cool, encouraging things you say in chat. On the other end of the spectrum, there are ways to not be such a good chatter. So what I'm going to do today is break down the top 5 chatter pet peeves, at least that most streamers seem to have, as well as breaking down why chatters do this. So you as a streamer can understand what's going on psychologically with that chatter and that they might not mean any harm, but they might do harm. Let's identify these behaviors and redirect. Class is in session. I love Mega Man X. It is possibly my favorite game of all time. Also love Apex Legends. When I watch people play these games, I tend to see mistakes that they're making. Hey, you missed a piece of armor. Hey, you should reload. Hey, you should do this. And the thing is for the viewer is, hey, you should just watch the stream and relax. Every streamer hates backseaters, especially when, one, they know what they're doing, but more importantly, because they want to make mistakes and experience the game, because that is the way that games are designed. That is the way that life is designed. You have to allow people to make mistakes and learn from them, because if you backseat them into following your instructions, you're removing their agency and their autonomy to learn what the game is trying to teach them. With me, I don't mind backseating as long as it is navigation based. If I state overtly that I don't know where I'm going, where do I go next? But if I'm in a boss fight, if I'm doing something in Elden Ring, which you will never catch me doing, I am fine with making mistakes. You have to let streamers mess up, and they're fine with that. If they want to be backseated, they will have a tag that says backseating allowed. If they don't, let the streamer stream. Let them miss that energy tank. Let them not back up their partner. Let them miss the blue shield. As much as that hurts, I get it. You love the game, but you also have to allow the streamer to play the game because they paid for the game and that's their right. If you want to play the game, you have the right to play that game yourself. That sense of accomplishment that they get naturally on their own is more rewarding than following your instructions. I get that you want to be seen as the smart person in the room, and if that's the case, go to trivia. As obvious as this one is, I still see people do it, and that is stating that, oh, I'm about to go start my stream now. Oh, hey, I'm about to go live now. Especially when you haven't said anything else in the chat and you see it as this cheap, easy way to get viewers over to you. And that may not be what you're doing. Sometimes it is, I'm sure sometimes it isn't. But it always appears that way. If not to the streamer, to the chat. People don't like it, for one, and for two, it does not work. People will not say, oh, I'm gonna leave this streamer that I'm enjoying to check out this random person who said they're about to go live now. It is seen as disrespectful. Some people will time you out for it. It's just taboo. It shouldn't be done. If somebody asks you explicitly what you're doing, I understand sometimes that's a little bit hard to navigate if you are setting up for stream, because oftentimes I watch Just Callista as I'm setting up for my Saturday streams, and she knows my schedule, so she knows what I'm about to do. Sometimes it is hard to say, oh, I'm getting ready for stream, but it's like, yeah, I'm getting my coffee. That's one of the things that I do while I get ready for stream. So I'm making my coffee, I'm eating my breakfast, I'm doing other things. This next one surprises me as well, but I understand almost, because people put the wrong numbers on a pedestal. And of course it's easy to say you shouldn't put any numbers on a pedestal, but if we're talking about the reality of trying to actually grow on a platform, the numbers matter, analytics matter. And that is follow for follow. These follow for follow communities, they don't work. They work for follows, I guess, but followers don't equal engaged viewers, and that's always going to be more valuable. You should follow people that you enjoy, and people who enjoy you will follow you based on your content and what you provide to them. If people are following you and not watching you, they aren't doing you any good, and they're almost making you look worse because your follower count is here, but your viewer count is there and your chat is there. Consider making good content first, and the people will come afterward. Follow for follow has been around since the olden days of sub for sub on YouTube. It didn't work then, it doesn't work now, it won't work in the future because human eyes are needed to succeed. You had a bad day, you pop up into your favorite streamer's chat and you tell them why your day was bad. Sometimes that's warranted, Most of the time it's not. Streamers have dedicated mental health days. You just have to read the room. And so much of everything, etiquette, life, is about reading the room. If you are watching a streamer, have a good time, what encourages you, what powers you to come in and talk about some random person who died that they don't know? And now they have to like either feign sympathy or just say, oh, you know, who was that? Or maybe they're actually sad because they didn't get the news. I learned that Chadwick Boseman had passed while I was streaming, and that really changed the mood of everything. Please, do not trauma dump. The streamer will find out if it is important to them. If you are coming in with the newspaper hot off the press, hey, did you hear? Maybe you should stop. Some see streaming as an escape from how messed up the world is and how constantly we were bombarded with bad news. This last one doesn't really apply to me, but it applies to a lot of people. A lot of streamers I've noticed stream with their viewer count off because they don't want to think about it. They want to stream, have fun, focus on the conversations. Me, however, my viewer count's on. I don't look at it all the time, but every now and then I peek up there. When streamers have their view counts off, that is because they don't want it to adjust their mood. Either they don't want to become anxious because they have more viewers than usual and focus on how do I retain these people and get into their heads too much. Or if they have fewer viewers than usual, of course they don't want to be reminded that they're having a bad day numbers wise, or hey, what's going on? Where is everybody? It is super discouraging for a streamer to see those words in their chat. Or one of the ones that always like gets under my skin is, oh, did you get a raid because my viewers are higher than normal? Like, no, maybe I'm just having a good day. Maybe I'm just pulling them in. Maybe I'm just killing them with the jokes. The answer is normally yes. It's kind of insulting. The streamer just wants to think about what's happening in the moment and be blissfully unaware if their numbers are higher than normal or lower than normal. If most streamers are like me, they can get a gauge on how the stream is going based off how much the chat is moving. At least I do. So from what I've seen, that's my personal top 5. If you have any that I have not mentioned, because there's a lot I have not mentioned, feel free to drop them in the chat of what you don't like being said in Twitch chats, because oftentimes I'm watching a big streamer and I just turn the chat off because it's super annoying. And I don't want that to happen to my chat if I ever get big on Twitch. If you do want to see my live chat, check me out at twitch.tv/TheEricV every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Old School Saturday. And if you like the video, like the video. Class dismissed. Shout out to Corliss JC, Dr. J, and Mocha Medics for being tier 3 patrons.
I'm a very creative person, I guess. My life is never, oh my gosh, because I'm a creative person?
No, you're not cute, sorry.
I'm not cute?
Welcome to the button.
No! No!